Right, 28 August 2025, and today I'm going to be giving you the late afternoon update, and this is with regards to the fast-moving developments that are taking place within Zimbabwe as we speak. So there is a lot that is taking place leading up to the ZANU-PF annual conference. So there's an annual conference of ZANU-PF, and as we move towards it, a lot is taking place, particularly over Mnangagwa's third term. So Mnangagwa is planning to go to a third term, and he has been working through the grassroots to get support so that when he gets to the annual conference of ZANU-PF, members of the party will vote for a resolution to be implemented. That is called the resolution number 1. So that resolution was passed at ZANU-PF last year in Bulawayo at an annual conference. And the intention is that this year in Mutare, Mnangagwa would then be confirmed and they'll allow him to go for another additional 2 years. So this has been in the works through a group aligned to Mnangagwa. That is the Chigananda group. So the Chigananda group, which has been gaining power. And this week, we saw the beginning of attempts to now formalize that resolution. So they want to formalize the resolution. And today we've seen a press conference taking place, a bizarre press conference taking place, in which a member of the youths who was alone has appeared calling for all members of the Politburo and the Central Committee not to interfere with ED2030, because ED2030 is something from the grassroots, is something from the branches, is something from the provinces. And the Zimbabwe Youth Action Platform is one of the bodies that were set up by Mnangagwa, for ED groups, which when they speak on behalf of Mnangagwa, but without appearing to speak for Mnangagwa. So I want to show you a little bit of the screen from JCTV. Then you will see what Tonderai Chidawa was saying, and then I will explain to you what is happening with the resolution number 1 of ZANU-PF that is going to be put into action within the next few days. So we're looking now at about a month, less than a month. ZANU-PF is going to be holding the annual People's Conference. So let's look at what he said. Chidawa, you can see the full interview or press conference on JCTV.
Collectively achieved. President Mnangagwa leadership is not negotiable. He remains the rightful and effective steward of our nation.
Okay, advert. I don't know why an advert would come at this particular point, but
Annual 2024 People's Conference is not for the political members, is not for Central Committee members and cabinet ministers, but a resolution of the ZANU-PF membership from whom all leaders in government, the party, derive their power from.
Okay, so I'm showing you that because it's not the only one. Over the past month, there's been multiple statements issued by the youths, by women, by provinces, calling for Mnangagwa's third term to be confirmed. There've also been massive campaign. So there was a massive campaign across the whole country by Mnangagwa. He's been campaigning, giving inputs, giving irrigation equipment, giving cash around the whole country. And the end result is Mnangagwa wants to go for a third term. He wants to go up to 2030. That's a third term. So there's no extension. It's just a pure third term. And eventually Mnangagwa wants to go for a life presidency. And look at what Mnangagwa himself said yesterday when he was speaking at the Politburo. So that is the statement from a channel called Rory Studios, so you can go and check it over there. I'll just show you a little bit of that speech over there.
To mislead or confuse, as well as divide party and our nation, must be nipped in the bud. We must all speak with one voice and march in one direction. Leaders of the party are bound by collective responsibility and must unite around the party decisions and resolutions, which serve as our ideological and moral compass.
Right. So you can see what Mnangagwa is saying. There are resolutions of the party which are taken, which all leaders must follow. You mustn't say when there's a resolution, you say your own thing. So you cannot go and oppose a resolution number 1, for example. And that is Mnangagwa saying it here. Same thing that Chidawa is saying of the Zimbabwe Youth Action Platform. So what it is leading us to is eventually there will be so much push from Mnangagwa to go for 2030 that Mnangagwa will be forced to say, yes, I accept to go for 2030. And you are going to see more of this drama. However, I believe that there's going to be a pushback and we're going to see more drama leading up to the ZANU-PF Annual People's Conference. There's going to be a lot of pushback because Chiwenga is next in line. He's not going to accept it. He's not going to accept to be taken out or to have food taken out of his mouth or to be pushed out of power. So I foresee Chiwenga taking action. But what more action than talking? He has been talking a lot. He's been opposing everything that has been done or that has been said. He's been opposing the giving away of cars. He's been opposing the extension of the term. He's been opposing Zvigananda and other members of ZANU-PF, including Jara Mgeza, have been speaking up. At the moment, we are now on the last stretch. If Mnangagwa does not get 2030 here, his term is finished. It's his last attempt to stay in power for longer. After this, Mnangagwa is out. The problem is that Mnangagwa has got a big family, a huge family, and all of them depend on government. So Mnangagwa's family are not business-minded. So none of Mnangagwa's children has a business. They all work inside government. Auxilia Mnangagwa works inside government. And if they are out of government, they are going to struggle very badly. That big family is not going to be able to survive because they all live on government funds. So Mnangagwa and his family, their lifestyle is based on the government or looting from the government. So that is why you see Mnangagwa trying to push. Once it's done with ED2030, it will be ED2033, then it will be ED2040, while the youngsters are growing. So he wants the youngsters to be able to take over, one of the youngsters to become a president after himself, which is a dynasty. So that's exactly where we are right now. That's why you see the push and the bizarre press statements that are coming out in the past month. So this has started already in the past month. That is ZANU-PF youths, provincial youths, and now you've got the Zimbabwe Youth Action Platform. You also had the women pushing for ED2030. And this all is going to continue. Even Mnangagwa himself, he's starting to warm up to the resolution number 1. So resolution number 1 has never been cancelled. It's passed. It's a passed resolution within ZANU-PF for Mnangagwa to go to 2030. And you heard him saying, all the party leaders must be guided by the resolutions of the party. So that is what happened today, this afternoon, a press conference warning Politburo members, Central Committee members, not to oppose the resolution number 1. And this is one of the final steps that we're seeing in Mnangagwa going to the 3rd term or up to 2030. Because my understanding is that legally, if you go into parliament, you could vote for a 2030 extension, a 2-year extension. That is what they're pushing for. And then after that, who knows how many other extensions will happen or constitutional changes will happen after that. So I'd like to thank all of you for watching. I'll see you again later tonight as we look at the M31 program. And a good day to you.